Good evening, everybody. My name is Baso, and then this is Adrian. For people that works in the office all day, you're always shrugging over like this. And a lot of people that have been working in the office for years got rounded shoulders, so their shoulders tip forward, and then over time they end up getting that hunch or that rounded back as well. But the main concern is that rounded shoulders. So, what a lot of people don't realize that a lot of that rounded shoulders is a lot of tightness or combination of tightness and imbalance. So we're going to do an assessment and show you how to determine if you have tight pectoral minor and tight lats. And then we'll show you two uh, exercise or stretches that will help loosen that up. And then we'll do our reassessment and see how that make a big of a difference. Now, before you do any of this, get a clearance to your doctor, make sure you're okay to clear to do these type of stretches and exercises. So again, before you do it, get a clearance to your doctor. Okay? So the assessment is Adrian's gonna lay on her back, feet towards me. She's gonna face on the back. And what she's gonna do, she's gonna put her arms at 90-degree angle like this. The key to this is she's going to raise her hands about 5 inches up and then back to neutral and 5 inches down. The key, what I'm looking for to see if her wrists or forearms come off the ground. So if any one of those forearms or wrists come off the ground as she goes up, she's going to go slow. So she's going to give me, like in this position, she's going to go about 5 inches slow and then come back down neutral and then 5 inches down, and we'll see if her arms come off the ground, see if she has any big difference. So ready? Let's go up 5 inches. Keep going, keep going. So that's good. Go back to neutral position. All right, bring it down. So as you can see, her left arm is up about a good inch. Her right arm is about 3/4 of an inch. You actually have to zoom in to see. So her left is about an inch. Her right is almost an inch, about 3/4 of an inch. So it needs to be flat like that. And the reason why it's not flat is because of her pectoral minor and her lats is pulling it up. So as she's coming down, she's not relaxing. So we'll show you the exercise to do to help loosen it up, and then we'll go back and do an assessment again and see how that works. All right. So let's go into the stretches. You can tell too.
Yes.
Go ahead and raise it up. You're gonna go on the wall. So what Adrian's gonna do, she's gonna actually massage that pectoral. So she's gonna do from here all the way up to there. So that whole area right here. So how are you going to do this? You're going to use a yoga block and you're going to use a lacrosse ball. So you're going to put your shoulders into it and massage it. Side to side, she's going to massage it for about 2 minutes up and down. The more pressure she puts into it, she may not be able to put a lot of pressure, but because it may be super tender. So she's going to start with the left side. That's the one that came up the highest. So she'll start on that one. Typically the one that's tighter, spend an extra minute doing that one. So go ahead, put that yoga block and then lean into it. There you go. Put as much pressure as you can. Try to find that tight area. Here, you can move it this way. Switch it that way. And you can raise it up. It's tight. You feel how tight it is? So really dig into that. So that's going to help. So let me show you in the video. So those tight pectoral muscles, it's going to help. It's going to pull that shoulder, and those tight lats is going to pull that shoulder rounded forward like this. So to relieve that pressure, loosen that up so it can relax, and then loosen your lats. So we're going to start with the pectoral minor first, and then go into the lats. So she's going to do it for about 3 minutes on that side, and we'll do 2 minutes on the other side. You didn't know that, huh?
No. Every day is a new muscle.
So see how you only putting like a 1 or 2?
Yeah. Because it already hurt.
So y'all heard she's only applying like 1 or 2. So that means that area is really tender. So you really have to work that. Especially if you work in an office setting, it'll be good to take a lacrosse ball and a yoga block to work as long as you have your own little office that you can do that in. And every hour, just set your timer and just spend 3 minutes on each side. Well, spend an extra minute on that side that's a lot tighter. So we'll do it for 1 more minute and we'll switch to the other side. People don't realize that how much you engage your pectoral minor. So when you raise your arms up, that's your secondary muscle. It's being engaged. When you push, it's being engaged. When you pull, it's being engaged. When you pick things up, it's being engaged. So most people don't realize how often it's used as much as your shoulders. But people stretch their hamstrings, people stretch their glutes, stretch their calves. But how often do you stretch your pectoral minor or your upper chest? That's actually is always tight. If you ever try to stretch and you feel a lot of tightness or you feel like your chest is collapsing in, that's where a lot of your tightness. You don't have to be somebody that does a lot of bench press or does a lot of upper body for that to be tight. It's tight because you use it every day. Closing a door, when you close your car door, you're engaging it. When you close your door in the house or when you open your door, all right, switch to the other side, you're always engaging it. So think about that. How often do you engage that? So put your hand on that muscle. If it moves, you're using it. It may not be the primary muscle, but it's a secondary muscle. But you're still using it. See, when you shut car doors, when you shut doors at the house, when you open the door, when you close the door, pick up groceries, you're always engaging it. So if you want to really help those rounded shoulders to release some of the pressure off of it from always pulling it, do these stretches throughout the day. So we'll go for 1 more minute. I've been losing track of time.
Your workout fingers.
It feels good though, right?
It hurts.
It don't hurt. Don't be scared. It's tender because it's really tight. It's like an intense deep tissue massage, but you're actually helping to break down those muscles, so it'll add more circulation in that area and it'll get rid of a lot of that tightness. And again, it'll keep that shoulder from pulling forward and allow it to relax. So the next one she's gonna work on is her lat. So you don't need to block for this one. So we'll use Adrian for an example. So we'll get up. So this is your whole lat. Again, move your arms forward, back. So up and down. So she's engaging these lats just as much as she's doing that front. So this is actually really tight as well. So what she's going to do, she's going to lean against the wall sideways. We'll do this one first. And she's going to put that lacrosse ball up against the wall, and she's going to work those lats, the whole upper part, mid part, and lower lats, and try to apply as much pressure. And try to find the most tender spot, and that's the area you want to work on. You can go up and down, side to side, do circles. So between your lats and your pectoral minor, that's what's pulling your shoulders forward. And without addressing those, it's going to stay in that forward position. But then when you're trying to do overhead raises, because your shoulders is so forward, so I'm gonna pretend like I got really rounded shoulders. So if I got really rounded shoulders and I'm trying to reach over my head, I'm limited on my range of motion. But if I get that to relax, and I have better range of motion if that's not pulled forward all the time. So there's many reasons why you want to loosen those muscles up. So especially if you're trying to go on a trip or you're trying to put something in the cabinets and you're trying to reach and you feel tightness and you can't get your arm quite over your head, that might be the reason. So you definitely want to work those muscles out. So, all right, Adrian, we'll go to the other side. We didn't spend so much time, but work those last 3 to 5 minutes each side. You're gonna notice they really tender. Do each side individually. So again, you can look at this as part 3 too of traveling, or you can look at as also for you sit in the office. So it could be both. It could be both of those. So you definitely want to massage and work all those little areas out, especially if you got rounded shoulders. So what you think?
I really feel my arms.
So we're gonna go redo the assessment, but I'm gonna spend about 30 seconds. So I'm gonna manually massage her. So this is a massage ball. So Adrian's gonna face the wall. So if you got a spouse, you can actually sit here and massage it. Now the lacrosse ball is more intense, but make sure you're not really going over the bones. So you just want the muscle. So if you're hitting the bones, they're gonna be hollering. So you really want those lats. And if you're not sure you're using it, put your hand on those muscles and raise your arms up and down or pull it side to side. If that muscle is being moving, it's being engaged. So again, over here, good thing you got a lot of fat over here. Adrian's Adrian's lean, mean machine. All right, face me. So you can do these for your chest too. Now we're gonna let's do a reassessment. All right, good.
More?
Nope, that's good right there. Same position. All right, go up. All right, come back down in neutral position. All right, go down slow. Make sure it stays flat. Yeah, it's still coming up, but her right hand didn't come up as much. It actually, you felt the difference. It actually about 1/4 of an inch off the ground. Her left side still about an inch up, so she needs to work that left side more, but made a big difference on her right. It was almost 3/4 of an inch up. Now I can barely put my finger, so that's about like right at like maybe a 1/4 of an inch up. So did it work?
Yes.
See? So try it. Thank you, Adrian.
Thank you.
Thank y'all for tuning in. So if you don't stretch the pectoral minor and your lats, you definitely want to incorporate that into your workout. And it's great for people that work in the office, and it's great for if you're getting ready to get on those long trips, because with your shoulders pulling forward, your back is being rounded out, so it's putting a lot more pressure on your whole body. So release that tension before you go on the plane. Thank y'all for tuning in. If you have any questions, leave us a comment and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Thank you.